Hey there, this is Danny Clinkscale, and it's time now to spend some time with Dr. Brad Woodle from Advanced Sports and Family Chiropractic and Acupuncture. Of course, you have found the website here. Let's find out more about what makes this business tick. And you've got some really interesting and compelling personal stories about what has brought you to this point with such a successful group of chiropractic clinics.
Danny, our story is that of a locally family-owned clinic. And it started with myself, but really myself back as a child. My dad was an automotive machinist, and at age 2, 3, 4, 5, I remember walking on Dad's back, watching him go to the chiropractor and it helping. One of the most exciting things is as we grew up, chiropractic kept him going, and I can successfully say now at age 70, Dad will tell you he's in better shape now because of chiropractic than he was when he was 40. And you'll see him in the clinics regularly get treated too.
It's a family business here at Advanced Sports and Family Chiropractic, and it goes all the way back to the time that you were about to get married.
You're right. My wife, Dr. Christina, who's in our Lee Summit office, she was a radiologic technologist and a professor of X-ray, and she was seeking to become a dean of the program. And I presented to her, well, gosh, if you're going to get that doctorate, have you thought about being a doctor of chiropractic? So we sent her back to school, and 4.5 years later, we had one more doctor and one more to go. My brother, at that same time, decided to make a career change. And so we technically have 3 Woodles within the family practice, but we also have 14 other docs across our 6 locations. And each of them have families that live locally. And I like to share that because we work well as a team. And that's why we made our name so darn long, Advanced Sports and Family, because we wanted you to know we take care of every age and every group. And it's us. It's our family.
Well, we're going to get into the services, but really the inspiration for doing this and the satisfaction must be so great, because I know from a personal standpoint, I'm a patient here, and I can't even say how much better my back is than it was a couple of years ago. I didn't develop any back problems till I was, well, I won't say how old, but I was relatively old. And it's been incredibly significant. And seeing people become more mobile. I was here today and I saw somebody walking out of your particular office where I was about to be treated, and the man said out loud, he said, "Ooh, right from the first step, I feel better." And that's the kind of thing that no doubt puts a smile on your face.
Absolutely. And what's so neat with taking care of the patient you're speaking of, first name is John, is John took a long time before chiropractic brought him in, or he came in for chiropractic. He was in a significant auto injury 20 years ago, really had a broken spine and struggled to walk. And he just finds chiropractic instantly changes his life and has kept him going. He once upon a time couldn't walk, was wheelchair bound. You saw him today with just a single cane.
Right.
And it's an awesome story.
And there's a whole lot of awesome stories here, and a whole lot of ways for people to get from that point where they're immobilized or have significant pain or are not doing the things that they like to do. So why don't you run through some of the things that you do here that can help people out so much?
With a group of doctors, we have doctors that specialize from the youngest of age in pediatrics to specialized in sports injuries to taking care of patients of all ages all the way up to great grandmas and grandpas. So first is chiropractic. And with chiropractic, there's many techniques. Those techniques we know in our profession as names like diversified and Gonstead, Thompson, activator, hands-on adjustments or tool-assisted. We have all of those options. We've got a variety of different techniques that we can provide. We also have acupuncturists, and there's certain conditions that chiropractic is great for and some that acupuncture is great for. We have a lot of therapies and rehab because we believe that we don't only want to find the problem, but we want to do our best to fix it and help the body to maintain it.
I do acupuncture, the adjustment, decompression, and sometimes the cold laser. I always do the decompression and the acupuncture. Tell me a little bit about the decompression table. When you get on there, it's basically like it's not the rack, but you just get stretched out, and it really activates you and makes you feel so much more comfortable and really flexible.
Sure, Danny, and we could call it the rack to help people understand. But disc decompression therapy is a very advanced tool. If a person has a degenerative disc, a bulged or herniated disc, it's going to have great success in stretching that area open again. Think of the disc a little bit like a sponge, and gravity always squishing that sponge down. A decompression table, a very nice rack, is going to utilize a belting below and above the discs that we're working on. And that's the first step, is what are we working on? Our doctors will go through and figure out exactly what and know how to use it. But the decompression can help to open those discs. So if you had a bulged or herniated disc and you were told surgery is your only option, boy, I tell you what, we have some great research and success that says there's another tool.
Yeah, certainly among the major goals of chiropractic, besides the fact that it just makes you feel better, is that having surgery on your back can sometimes be a last resort effective measure, but also it's something you really, really always want to avoid.
Especially in today's day and age, we want to use drugs and surgery as our very last resort. And as chiropractic continues to grow and grow in its professional research background, we have more and more to present to patients, but also more referrals we get from other docs. But it's important to know that you have to also sometimes ask and research to see what else is available. We all, as a professional, have our set of tools, and we believe that really all of us want to help within our heart, but we're going to recommend what's best. It's important to see a doc that's conservative first, and if we know we can't help you, and we have that, then we'll tell you it's time to see that surgeon.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this year certainly has been an unbelievable challenge on many, many levels, and I know you've done a wonderful job of being COVID compliant. But the other aspect of it from a health and well-being standpoint is that stress and the really intense ways that we've had this year, it can't be good for the mind, it can't be good for the body, and certainly chiropractic can help that, and you do it in a safe way, so that provides peace of mind too.
So the first thing is we're under a lot of stress, and stress will bring our shoulders up to our ears. Working from home brings our head forward towards that computer. We're not in the best positions as we should be, so it's important to make sure we're relaxing those down. One of the best helpful tools I always recommend to patients is just to imagine a string on the top of your head. Stretch that string straight up, make you tall, and roll your shoulders back. Chiropractic can help release those tensions, open up those areas, and restore your posture, because we do not want to have COVID posture when all of this is done, right?
That's for sure. Well, we hope that sometime, some way, that COVID will be a thing that we talk about in the past, not the present, but it is something that can be taken seriously, and also the safety measures that now have become so routine are very important. You can do your registration, your paperwork from home. Explain the ways that it's easier for people during these times of COVID to access your services.
We've taken it very seriously, but also with support from the Department of Homeland Security and the governors in both Kansas and Missouri. Chiropractors have always been deemed essential services, and we've taken it very seriously. From all of our intake paperwork that we have been able to can be done from home. So when a person calls in to make that first appointment, most of it's done there. The next thing is when you come for our appointment, you can do a parking lot waiting room, which means you check in and you say, "Hey, I'm here." And as soon as we're ready for you, you'll come in and you'll see our smiling staff through their eyes with their masks on. They'll check your temperatures, and they'll guide you into a place that's going to be spread out, socially distanced, and you'll meet your doctor with the mask.
Well, firsthand, I can say how wonderful the people are here. They always remember your name. They wish you a good, nice weekend. I usually come on Fridays, so that's part of my deal, and it puts a smile on my face as I head to the weekend, and I feel refreshed and flexible and younger if that's possible. So now you out there have found this website, so explore all you want around here, get some more information, take advantage of this great website and all it can provide for you. But then it's time to talk to somebody who's a professional and a friendly one. You can call them at 913-643-1771. That's 913-643-1771. That's actually the Overland Park office, but they can point you to any of the locations in Olathe, Overland Park, Prairie Village, Belton, Lee Summit, and soon to be Blue Springs of Advanced Sports and Family Chiropractic and Acupuncture.